Good morning, YouTube. This is a everyday carry video, and they're quite popular on YouTube, so I thought I'd do one myself. Yeah, so let's crack on with it. Um, First thing first, let's go with top left. So this is the Fitbit Charge. I've had this now a couple of weeks. I actually got this free with a deal with my broadband. It's really a step up from the previous fitness trackers that I've had. The previous ones have not had a screen on, and the been most of the functionality has been within the app. What I particularly like about this one is you've got a number of faces that you can have, number of dials that you can have, and you can configure that within the app. So you can display the time, you can display number of steps, the heartbeat, and everything else. It's got functionality where you can kind of it accesses your notifications on your phone. So, for example, your WhatsApp, your messages, if you have messengers, your eBay, your BBC News, all those kind of things. Anything that's got a notification, I believe it comes up into the menu on your phone. And then you can add the notifications on here. Primarily what I use this for is my morning alarm. I'm trying to get a little bit healthier as well, so I'm trying to track my steps and make sure that I'm doing the 10,000 recommended steps. Also, it's got the date on, which is quite handy. On my watch, as you'll see, I don't have the date, so that's quite handy as well. The only kind of negative I've got around this is that it sometimes can feel quite uncomfortable on the wrist. Can you see the width of that? So even when I sleep with it, sometimes I can feel I'm woken up by kind of some pain in the wrist, mainly because I think this is kind of getting trapped between kind of the pillar and my hand. And it's causing a little bit of discomfort. It's a little bit wider, not wider, sorry, it's a bit longer than where I would like to make it comfortable. But other than that, it's pretty good. What I would like also is that a bit more tapering on the band. The band is quite thick all the way down. It'd be quite nice to have a little bit of tapering, which may make it a little bit more comfortable. But other than that, the quality of the build is fantastic. It's got metal buckle there. The straps come off, so these are interchangeable as well. So you just press that button and the straps come off. It comes with a small and large strap, and the one that's on here is a kind of large strap. I've got about a 6 3/4 inch wrist, and this is plenty enough for that. I will actually do a video on the features and functionality of this another time, so watch out for that. So that's the Fitbit Charge. Excuse me, but I've got a bit of flu that I'm trying to overcome at the moment. For the last week, it's been hampering me, but I'll carry on. The next thing is my Rolex Submariner. I've done a couple of videos on this now, so feel free to check those out. I've had this now for approximately a year. It's probably one of the best watches I've ever had, really. It is expensive, compared to the other watches that I've had, but it's been something that I've wore day in, day out for the past year. And I still enjoy wearing it. The quality of the finish is superb. It's just such a nice watch to wear. I don't really use the bezel on it. It's just for time. And even though I've wore it every day for a year, the condition is pretty good. I've done a video, like I said, please check that out. But it's so this one will be on my wrist. It's quite interesting now. As I'm holding it here, it feels quite a weighty watch. It's like it feels quite substantial. This is the 40mm watch, so I've got a 6 3/4 inch wrist. And this is probably the maximum that I would go to. I used to wear like 42 and 43. It's only when I saw myself in a picture and I saw a 43mm watch on my wrist that I actually realized that how kind of it looked a little bit silly. It looked like I had a massive block of steel on the end of my wrist. So I think 40mm is probably the maximum I would go to. There are some kind of things on here which I think just make it seem a bit bigger, primarily because of the super case. The size of the lugs make it a little bit bigger, and I'm always in two minds as to whether I like it or not. Sometimes I do like it, and other times I just think, I preferred the older generation, which were the lugs were a little bit slimmer. But would I swap it? Not really. I absolutely love this watch. Okay, let me go to the next one, which is an interesting one. So I was looking for some wireless headphones. So I commuted into work, and I wanted something that I could just plop in my ears and listen to some audiobooks. I've got the traditional kind of iPhone headphones, but they always get so tangled up, and it's such a nuisance to be able to get them out. So I was looking at kind of different wireless headphones. So I was looking at the AirPods. I was looking at some of the kind of fitness sports ones where they got the band around the back of the neck, and then they plug into the earphones. And I was looking at a few other different types over the head cans type ones. But I didn't really want to spend that much money. So I actually came across this, and I actually saw this on YouTube. They call TWS i10s, and basically what they are is a one-to-one replica of the AirPods, and they connect in pretty much the same way, Bluetooth. The quality of the finish is actually pretty good, considering it's a kind of a replica product. It's got USB-C 3 charging at the bottom. And if I take them out, they're actually, this is, the cap here is magnetic. As you can see, the build quality is absolutely phenomenal. I'll go into how much it costs in a second, but even if you look at, if I take one of these things out, which is magnetically kind of stored in there, so if I try to knock it out, right, I can't, it's magnetically secured inside the unit. And if you actually look at the headphones, it's actually almost like a one-to-one replica of the AirPods. The quality of the sound is pretty decent as well. I was having initially some issues with my my phone, but after that, now I can pretty much be my phone could be upstairs, I could be downstairs, and the quality does not degrade. It's absolutely fantastic. The only problem that I've got is switching between my MacBook and my headphones. No, sorry, my phone, which sometimes doesn't work as seamless as maybe the AirPods do. But other than that, they're absolutely awesome. I take them out of the case, and they automatically connect to the phone, which is fantastic. So far for £30, I don't think you can go wrong. Would I pay £160 or would I pay £30 for these? I think I would go for the £30. I think the value for money is excellent. We'll see if they last the test of time over the next few months and see how they kind of perform. But it's been pretty fantastic, really. A couple of differences from the AirPods is that they've got a kind of a. So this is a chargeable unit here. So this, you charge this, and then this charges the actual headphones. So, in effect, I had this maybe a couple of weeks. I charged it a couple of times, and then after that, I used the headphones intermittently, maybe an hour, 2 hours every other kind of day. And this actually managed to keep quite a bit of charge in it. The two differences are the LED kind of charging lights here, and also the USB-C charging thing here. Within the original AirPods, they've got a button here which this doesn't have, and also they've got a light here which this one doesn't have. You can see there's just got a little dot there, but it's no light. Okay, I will actually do a separate video on this. I think I've gone too far into this one, but I'll do a separate video and kind of go through the pros and cons of this one. Next is my kind of it's card holder. So basically, I don't really like to carry a lot of cards and whatnot on my person. I just want to be able to carry maybe one card, a bit of cash, and that's it really. And I got this primarily because I use the tube quite a bit, and ruffling around in your pocket trying to get your card out the wallet, get the particular card you want to touch onto the onto the the tube touch and go machine is really annoying and frustrating, especially when you've got hordes of people who are trying to get in and out of the tube station. So I actually bought this primarily to just keep one card in, a bit of cash, and that's it really. I've also got my driving license in there, as you can see. But it's quite neat. The quality of this is superb. I've had this now a few months now, and look at the quality of it. It looks brand new. So I did spend a bit more money on this. Can't remember exactly how much it was, but it was a little bit pricey. But my thought is that, and I had another type of Louis Vuitton wallet, which also has lasted the test of time. And the quality has been fantastic, so I've just spent a little bit more money on this, and it's ideal. I just get the card out whenever I need to kind of pay with the contactless. I can just basically tap the wallet rather than getting the card out. I always keep a little bit of spare cash just in case I need it. But that's that. I will do a separate video on this when we can dig into a bit more of the detail, but absolutely fantastic quality. Next is my iPhone 6, and I've had this for a while now. It works, it's reliable. Do I need an iPhone 10 or 8 or whatever? Not really. It's working perfectly fine, and it does everything that I need. Next is my keys, and that's about it really. Is there anything that I would add to my everyday carry? I do have a larger everyday carry because obviously I do have a kind of a laptop with me all the time, which I can go into another video. But what would I kind of improve this with? Nothing really. I like to be as minimal as possible, and I think this is the minimum that I can go to. Yeah, so if you do like the video, please subscribe. If there's anything else you want me to cover, please let me know in the comments below. And I hope you have a good day. Thank you. Bye.